Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming, and we have some interesting news. So today, at the time of recording, March 3rd, 2023, Bandai announced the modified rules for this month's Ultimate Cups. So Bandai had a poll that went up a few weeks ago, several weeks ago, maybe a month or so, about how moving forward the Ultimate Cups were going to have experimental rules, modified rules, and there would be player votes on them. They did do a little survey with several different rule types, which I'm sure a lot of you, if you followed, have seen. Some of them were a little more unique than others, but there were some that were just as easy as mulligans or side decks or whatever. But in in a turn of events, they announced the modified rules for this month's Ultimate Cups. And here they are. It is single color deck building. So in the Ultimate Cup events, this doesn't affect regionals, this doesn't affect any other Bandai events, but in the Ultimate Cup events for March and April, the modified rules are single color deck building. Players must construct a deck and digi-egg deck using cards of only one color. Now, that means that multicolor cards of the matching color are okay for use. And then there are restricted card legality as well, so they have like additional banned and limited cards as well. So the single color thing is, I keep seeing people like not realize exactly what it means, just in like all the chats I'm in. So you can have dual color cards as long as one of the colors matches the overarching color. A good way to think about it is like say you have red eggs. That means everything in your deck has to have red somewhere. It could be red black, it could be red blue, whatever, but it has to be at least red. Now that doesn't count things like that are a color that can evolve on that color. Like for example, like a lot of people like Black War Greymon's still good, but you can't run Cool Boy, you can't run X Antibody because those are white cards. And if you're playing the red as your color, you can't run the Greymon that gives you blocker because he's a black card. If you're playing Black Base, Black War Greymon, you can't run the original Greymon X, which is what you'll need because you can't have X Antibody because he's a red card. He is not dual colored, even though he evolves on black. He's not dual colored. So it's a lot more limited than people think. And then for the additional restricted cards, Promo Grand Kuwagamon is at 1, which is kind of wild. Chaos Degrade is at 1, which again, kind of wild. And then banned cards, just flat out can't use these cards in this event. Death X is at 0. Garurumon X is at 0. And Werewolf Mode Cerberusmon is at 0. Purple getting cucked again. Purple, not allowed to have any of your 2-card combos. Scatter Mode, Werewolf Mode, none of them. Can't play them with the normal Eismon or the normal Cerberus. But I digress. A lot of people are like chicken littling the situation, the sky is falling. I think it's super cool that we get a competitive event that you have to be creative with. And a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want it to be an event for good prizes because they want to sit it out. But the whole point, I think, in my humble opinion, the whole point is so that you're not inclined to just sit out. They want to convince players to play in different formats. They want to give you an incentive to be creative with the game. You can't net deck. You can't just go with what Japan thinks is good. This is a new format, and we're gonna have to figure it out by ourselves. And we have 2 events to do it. I'm super excited. I think this is gonna be really, really fun. I am only playing in one of the Ultimate Cups in the month of March. The one on the 18th I will be participating in. The one on the 25th I will not be participating in, but I will be around, so keep your eye out for that. That being said, I think this is really cool. A lot of people, I know we didn't get a chance to talk about it on Max's podcast yet, but a lot of people are really upset about Ultimate Cup rules being modified rule sets. I really like it. I think anything that gives other decks and other archetypes a chance to shine, without changing the core of the game too much in terms of like, look, like in terms of gameplay is really cool. So we're playing the same game. We're just playing a different format. We're playing with cards that you wouldn't be used to using, that you wouldn't think to use. It's making you think outside the box, which I'm a huge fan of. It's making other decks that maybe fell off come back in the sun. I mean, just off the top of my head, I think Bloomlord is going to be really good in this format. I don't think anything in Bloomlord gets hurt. Ulforce Vidramon is going to be decent. Gallantmon, probably good. I don't think you have to run any white cards in Gallantmon for it to really work the way it's intended. Reaper, White Reaper, just solo Reaper. What can stop you if you pop off? Red Raid, which is a new mechanic, does counter Reaper for what it's worth, and also is going to be something that now might be explored. Commandramon, again off the top of my head, just black base D Brigade is going to be really fast in this format. You can run Armor Rush with blue, you just lose out on some options. You can run Imperial Dramon, you just don't get Stingmon. Maybe you quad up on Lydramon. There's a lot of really cool things, and I'm not even thinking about stuff that hasn't been built in the past, like archetypes like Rustaranomon might be good. I might look into that. These are just literally, this just came out. I'm reacting so quickly to this, so I have no time to think about it. Lord Nightmon is another one that I want to look into. Like, there's so many cool things that you can do with this, and I think it's healthy for the game to not only drive value and desire to other cards, but maybe you play something you don't think of, and it helps you in standard play, because now you're thinking outside the box. You're not tunnel visioned into like what the meta is and what the best card out of all, like, you're not min-maxing anymore. You're just really fleshing out your own ideas, especially into a blind format. There's not a lot of time to test. That being said, in GFG Monday Night Events, we will be using these rules. I did have a quick vote, and just overwhelmingly, like within the first minute, we had like 15 people say yes, they want to do it. So if you want to practice this before the Ultimate Cup, even if it's only a little bit. Sorry, I got a little sick from LA, from the rainy weather. Come to GFG Discord. Link in the thingy thing. Monday nights, 7 p.m. EST, we'll be having our events, and we'll be using this rule set until the Ultimate Cups are over. So come get your practice. I will have the metabytes up with deck lists, so all you people who might want to net deck or just get some ideas, they'll be here. Tune in. Stay beautiful. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye. That wasn't supposed to be a cut. I don't know why I did it. See ya.